Hello. Welcome to Wambui. Made it Wednesday Crafty Talk. I just want to come on and say hello to everybody and welcome everybody. I see Courtney is in the house. Welcome, Courtney. And I can't see who else is there. They're hiding, but welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and give Courtney her FaceTime since she's here right here. Okay. Welcome, Courtney. So what I'm going to do today is I am going to, let's see, what am I going to do? I am going to, once everybody gets their FaceTime, which everybody likes to have, then I'm going to do some shares. I have some really interesting shares to do. Hello, Susan. Welcome. Let me bring Susan over so we can see Susan's pretty face as well, too. Hello, Susan. Welcome. And let's see, Tanasha Scott. Welcome, Tanasha Scott. I appreciate you being here today. So we're gonna do some shares. I'm also not only going to share some of the photographs and artwork that people have sent. We have Marilyn in the house. I finally caught you live. Yes, Marilyn, yay! Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And so we're going to do our shares. And then I'm going to share, two people have little shops, have their shops that they wanted me to share. And Miss Cheryl Katz, we couldn't be in the house without Cheryl Katz. Welcome, Cheryl. Welcome. Good to see you. Let's see. Well, let's just go in and give somebody, let's see. Minister Carla Jones, Freedom Temple. God bless you. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see what Marilyn is saying. I've been watching for a while. Thank you, Marilyn. I've had so many wonderful supporters on the channel and people who have watched for a long time, and that really means a lot to me. So thank you so much for being here. Okay, so you know what? I think let's see. Oh, Miss Betty. Betty's in the house. Hello, Betty. So what we're going to do next Wednesday is I'm going to go back to all the people that have been my guests on the show, and I was going to ask them if they'd like to be a guest on the show again. Now, I don't know if I can handle 2 and 3 people at a time. If not, then we'll just take, let's see, who was it? Well, see, we have to go, let's see, Miss Crafting Journey. Miss Rebecca was our first guest, and then Betty was our second guest, and then Miss Susan was our third guest. Now, if there's anybody who would like to come on the last Wednesday of the month and just show what you're doing or talk about what crafting means to you, then that would be great. So we are going to start having some guests back, and if we don't have new guests, we're going to have the old guests back again. Okay, so Miss Betty's here. Courtney says, I'm working on a new craft room, getting things organized again. Yes, I don't know if those of you who may be new here, Courtney, I always say I don't know when she sleeps because she always has some amazing craft. She's always sending me photographs of her work in progress and her work at the finish. And so I'm going to show some of her work today along with some other people as well. So thank you, Courtney. And let's see, Professor Failure is here. Professor has a website where he does history, but he does it in a short, condensed way. So you can just get in there, learn what you need to know, hear about things you never heard of before, and then get out of there. So that's Professor Failure. Okay. And let's see, Tina's here today. Hello, Tina. And we have Carlea. Okay, tell me if I'm saying, well, I'm saying Carlea. Is that right? Okay, help me. But I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry if I didn't say your name correctly. Tell me what the phonetics are, but I'm so happy to have you here with us today. I have one of those names too, Wambui, and so Cheryl says, how about an old person, but new as a guest? How about an old person, but new as a guest? So, you mean an old in age? Is that what you're talking about? Because that would be great too. I think think some of us that have been, I know I'm already old in age, so we've had some, I don't know how old you mean, but are you talking about age? So let me know if you mean age, old in age, okay? All right. And then she says, I'm making hats. What? 24,000? No, 24,000 hats? Oh, bless your heart. Okay, so who are these hats for? Are these for people who are, less fortunate than some of us? Is that what you're doing? Let us know who the hats are going to be for, Minister Jones. Okay, and then we have Lindia. Hello, everyone. Hello, Lindia. Welcome. Welcome this Wednesday afternoon. And she says, I'm new to looming and your videos have been so helpful. That makes me feel so great. That is the whole point. Thank you so much. I appreciate that lovely comment. Thank you so very much. And let's see who's down here. Beth. Hi, I love your dishcloth on the loom. Well, thank you. Okay, so let me see what Cheryl is going to tell us what I am joking and old in looming and age and watching you, etc. I'm also on the old side. All right, so we have a comedian in the house, Miss Cheryl. Well, thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. And Philip Curtis. We haven't heard from Philip Curtis in a long time. Hello. Welcome, Philip Curtis. Okay, so, all right, let's see and then we're going to go on to our shares. Okay, so what do we have? Carlay. Okay, Carlay. I was close. Carlay. Welcome, Carlay. A pleasure to have you here. I'm so happy that you're here today. I'm happy that everybody's here today. Let me see what the minister is saying. Also, I am making dishcloths. Oh my goodness. So everybody's getting their craft on. It's a little warm in here. I don't want if I turn on my air conditioning, I'm afraid that you won't be able to hear me as well. So, hello, Barbara. Welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get over to some shares, shall we? And I will come back and pick up on the comments in just a little while. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see. Let's start up here with, okay, I'm going to come back to okay, wait a minute. Well, let me go ahead and get this while it's there. So it says, I have been loom knitting about 14 years, and I just started crochet about 6 years. Now I do both. That sounds amazing. And I believe that if you know both, you can embellish your things. You can embellish the loom knit things with your crochet and vice versa. So that's a good thing. I want to get back to crocheting too. I do. Okay, so, all right. And so we have where to send our projects. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, so let's see. You would, wrong slide. You would send them to Wambui at wambuimadeit.com. So just email and attach the photograph, make it an attachment in the email and just send it to me. Or however you can put a photo in an email, just send it to me. I'll be able to open it and get it and see it. If anybody wants to come on and be a guest, then this is the same email address where you would email me what you want to do. And it doesn't have to be projects from as you're going to see, it doesn't have to be projects from my channel. It can be anything, any art that you have done. Why do I keep going back there? It can be any art that you have done. Whether it's loom knitting, sewing, crocheting, whatever your talent is, if you have something and you want to show it off, then we love to see it. We love to see it. Okay. All right. So now let's go down here first, and we're going to go to, let's start here. Okay. This is Betty. You know what I want to do though, is I want to go back to this was the beginning of that big blanket we just saw. This is how it started out. And Betty sent me this photograph. This is crochet. This is not loom knitting. This is crochet. And so she had started this blanket. And then the next thing I know, I get something from Betty that looks like this. Look at all that. She said, I just finished making this as far as I'm going. She said, that's as far as I'm going. So we have Betty's beautiful crochet blanket. Let's see. We have, okay, you know why this, you're saying, what kind of craft is that? Well, Betty likes to can. She loves to cook. To her, cooking, and I believe it can be, is a craft. So what she's showing me in this picture, she sent me a picture to show me how she's been dehydrating foods. And so she showed me a picture of her dehydrating strawberries. And so I wanted to share it because I believe that's a great thing to be doing, because we don't know what tomorrow holds. And sometimes we need to get our food supply ready so that we can have some things in case, you know, the lights go out or whatever for a day or two, we have some food as backup. So thank you, Betty, for that. And let's see what we have here. This is Betty's washcloth from our washcloth tutorial. And this is, I'm not sure what she was working on, but she's working with, look at this crochet. She told me what this was one time. I don't know. I can't explain it now, but look at what she's doing. She's pulling this. It's like a knit. Oh, it's knitting. She's knitting here with a long. Okay, so Betty, forgive me. That's why, Betty, you need to come back on the show and explain your stuff after I have butchered it up. But Betty is always so busy. Betty also does. I have jewelry that Betty has made, and she's just very talented in that way. And so now we have Courtney. Now, Courtney is very good about looking at a picture or getting a pattern. I don't know if she just looks at the picture, but she sent me this picture to show what she was going for. And so look, she got pretty close to that, right? So yeah, so, and then over here, she says, I just got a couple of things to do on Pennywise. So she's making a doll here. And I guess what she has to do is get her face. But Courtney is very good at making dolls. And so here's some dolls that you have in progress right here. And here's Superwoman. And she says, don't worry about the face. My brother ruined the face, but it's all finished now. So I guess we got to watch out for those brothers who love to ruin faces, huh? And then she has a cowboy that she did over here. And then now it looks like this is from a news channel. And so it looks like Courtney sent something to, it's cut off. I know it doesn't show, but it was a news channel. And she sent that into them for some event or for something they were having. And this is, of course, Groot, the character Groot, the root character with all the vines growing on him. And he has a plant growing out of his head. And so she sent that to the station. So was that a contest, Courtney, or just something that you wanted to do to show them? Okay, so here's Freddy Krueger. Yeah, that's Freddy Krueger. And so here's Betty. And Betty said, I was trying to get to where the orange and the gray. Well, she was trying to do something and it took her a long time to figure out. But you know what these are? These are 4 of the washcloths. And so she's putting those together. And I'm thinking you can put those washcloths together. Betty gave me that idea. Put those washcloths together and you can turn it into a blanket or something else. But you can use that pattern to put something else and stitch them together. All right. And so here's Courtney with her working on another character and her cowboy. And she sent me this because she said there's the DVD, my Loom knitting DVD right there. And I think we showed this one last week, but I'm going to show it again. This is from a woman named Jennifer in Michigan. And she crocheted a bucket hat for her first grandchild. And then here's that character again that Courtney had sent in. And then we have something from Anna. Anna is new to the channel. And Anna said, just so you know, this is a picture of the first. Now, Anna has come through some challenges. She's working through some challenges. and she's getting back on her feet health wise. And so she sent this in, and she said, just so you know, this is a picture of the first Loom Knitted project. And she said she did some, I think she said a single row of crochet. Oh, see, and I'm sorry, this is cutting this off, but she has some hooks at the top of it that I believe are crocheted in. And so this is her very first project, and she says it's a new start and makes me feel like I just might get back to what I lost with lots more practice, because she used to crochet and then something happened where she wasn't able to use her hands like she used to. So she's loom knitting, and I think this is, for a first project, I think this is fabulous. So we're gonna send Anna a lot of good blessings, a lot of good prayers, and hope that she comes back and gets back to where she was before. Okay, so now let's go back over here and see what is going on over here. Where was I? Love. Yes, ma'am, I will. Okay, so where we left off has probably been about, okay, so she had asked where to send the projects. We did that, and I want to learn how. Okay, so how you want to learn how to loom knit? Well, I think on my channel there are some great videos that can get you started. If you just search for beginner loom knitting on the channel, or just come to the channel and search for the beginner loom knitting video, and I think I'll be able to walk you through how to get you started loom knitting so that you can start loom knitting really quickly. Okay, so just look for the beginner loom knitting. You know, and if after this is over, if you want me to email you that link, I will. If you email me that you want the link, the specific link for that video, I will send you that video. Okay, Wambui at wambuimadeit.com. Okay, all right. So, so she wants to know how, and wow, let's see. Wow. Now I'm okay, so Beth. Okay, so we did. I'm lost. I don't know where I am. 2 syllables. Okay, okay. Okay, so all right. So we had Philip here. Philip is saying it's probably been about 2 years. I don't know why that is so big. See if I can. It's probably been about 2 years since he was here. I remember in one of our first giveaways, Philip was one of our first winners when we did some giveaways way back in the beginning. And let's see here. We have, I'm getting ready. How are you? I am good. Good. I am so happy you're here. And I hope you're getting ready to go somewhere or do something really fabulous. Okay. Let's see. And here's, she says, me too. I guess that's about wanting to learn. I don't know. Looming helped with crochet. Okay, so that's good to know. And then Cheryl is saying, okay, I don't know if you all are having private conversations or not. I'm not sure who's talking to who. Yes, ma'am, I will. Okay. I enjoy doing both. So that's the crochet, and love those pretty colors. So pretty, Betty. Yes. Okay. Beautiful, Betty. You can make similar blanket on a loom with 10-stitch method. Yes, Betty has done her 10-stitch blankets. Yes, she has. Okay, so I watch your videos to make a hat. I made one. I love your videos. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see, where are we now? Let's go down to how can I give you my pictures? The best way for me to get the pictures is for you to write down this email, Wambui at wambuimadeit.com. Okay, and send the pictures. Oh, it's very hot in here. Send the pictures as an attachment in the email, and or however you can get them in the email. If you can get them in the email, I can get them out of the email. Okay, so thank you very much. I think I should find a better way for people to get me things, but All right, now this is how we do it. Okay, so um, but thank you. I would love for you to send your things. And temperature blanket. Okay, so Betty was making a temperature blanket. Let's see. Here. Betty. Right here. A temperature blanket. Okay, I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what a temperature blanket was for a long time, but that's beautiful. Okay, so it has to do, correct me if I'm right, it has to do with the color yarn you use um, is in relationship to what the weather or is for that day or temperature is that day where you are. Is that how that works? So, okay. Okay, so let's see. Are you okay? So temperature scarf. Okay, she's making a temperature scarf. Okay, and are all the dolls done on the loom? Okay, so that's a question for Courtney. Courtney, are all the dolls done on a loom that you do? I have not done a doll. Maybe that's something I should try. I haven't done a doll. Okay, kudos, Anna. Okay, kudos, Anna. That's right. Thank you, Cheryl. And you can open a Facebook group so can post. Oh, okay, Cheryl, I'm glad you brought that up because that was in my notes, something that I wanted to share. Let me just get what Courtney is going to say, then I want to talk about Facebook. Courtney Loom Knitting Channel. Okay, hey, okay, yes, okay, so you're saying wait, yes, they are done on a loom. They are all done on a loom. Okay, so Cheryl, back to what you were saying about Facebook. I wanted to say something about Facebook because someone, and I don't know if it was one of you or someone that you know, but someone invited me to join their loom knitting Facebook group. And I didn't respond only because, first of all, I'm not on Facebook and I don't have Messenger, and I didn't know how to get in touch with the person who had invited me. If it was one of you, I just never go on Facebook. I don't like being on Facebook. I never have. And so I have lost a lot of, for instance, I believe my channel would have grown even faster and more if I had been on Facebook, but I just don't like being on there. And it's nothing against the people who have the groups there. I don't feel good on Facebook. And so if that was one of you who invited me, I thank you. And the reason why I didn't respond is because I'm not on Facebook and I don't have Messenger. And so that to Cheryl, who was saying that perhaps I could open a Facebook group and people could share. I think some of you may remember I was on Facebook for like about a month or so one time. And I just, for some reason, I Facebook and me don't get along very well. So that's why I don't have a Facebook group. And that's why I don't join Facebook groups and I'm not a member, is because I just don't like Facebook. Okay. And so then Cheryl is saying, such fun making loom knit toys. Yeah, so you're one of the toy makers too. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna actually have to get Courtney to help me know what to do. Courtney dolls are done on the loom. Yes, okay. And I just look at any pictures and she can just look at a picture and she does it. So you can use Facebook just for posts. You can also use Instagram. I might look at Instagram again. I might look at it again. I've never been someone who's just like social media. The only social media I've ever enjoyed is YouTube. And so, but Cheryl, I'm going to look at Instagram again so that people can, I know that all of you would love to share your photos out there. So maybe that's something I should do so that we have a place where all of the photos from Wambui made it are. So I'm going to look into that. You do not need Messenger. Oh, I didn't know how to contact them. I got the invite through an email, and it said somebody is inviting you to join their LoomKnit group. But in the email, it seemed like the only way I could contact them back was through Messenger, or to actually, they told me to go and sign in to Facebook. And so that's why I never responded. Okay, so I make everything on Looms. All right. So what else are we going to do? Now we're going to share something else right now too. We have, and again, if you have a shop or something or a website that you want me to share, send it to that website, the website, okay? And I will share it, because what I'm going to share right now is I'm going to share first. Now, when I'm sharing this, for some reason, you can't hear me talk. So it's going to be in silent. It's going to be silent. This, let me go back and finish telling you what it is. This is Courtney's store. And let me go back again. The store is on Macari. Okay, so let me start over again with Courtney's store. All right, so you see, Courtney has some wonderful, all of her projects that she does, it seems like she puts them in her store. And then there is somebody else who has an Etsy shop, and this is Melissa. All right, so again, you're gonna only hear silence, but this is Melissa's Etsy store, her LoomKnit Etsy store. Okay, so that is Melissa's store. Her store is called Legally Blind Looming. What is it? Legally? Let me get it right. Melissa's store is called. So on Macari, Courtney is Loom Queen Shop, and on Etsy, Melissa is Legally Blind Knitting. Okay, so now that's okay, so that's about all I wanted to share as far as those things are concerned right there. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that the next video that comes out will not be a tutorial per se. It's going to be a video where I'm just talking about, I get a lot of questions about charts. You want head sizes for, what loom size to use for what head, how many pegs to use for what blanket. And so I'm going to do a video where I explain that, but then I'm also going to have a way for you to download those charts so that you can download them and have them with you. And somebody named Caitlin asked me, or Catlin asked me about puff flowers. And I told her I didn't think you could loom knit puff flowers, but I'm looking at all these animals that you all are doing, and so I guess it is possible. I just don't know how to do it. But I did see that there is this little loom right here. So I guess you can do loom knit puff flowers on this. So I'm going to try that out. So that's about where I'm going to leave it. Somebody wants to do a scarf. I might do the scarf with with velvet yarn. to have it ready for the holidays. A velvet yarn scarf. Velvet is hard to work with, but that's, if you know, let's, why not? Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave that right there. Unless you have any other questions or anything else to say right now, I'm going to go away. I will be back next Wednesday. I'm just going to pop in once a month, Wednesday, last Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and just take it from there. I don't have a lot of projects lined up that are coming out, but I will be around for comments, for your emails, and just be around here for you. Okay, so with that said, let's see. Me too, not big on social media, but okay, I think I gotta make this smaller. Let's see. But okay. I have a book group, so I know that. Okay, so she's on it. She does you have a Facebook group. Yes, I just never like I have never been on Instagram. Don't think I would sign up for it. It is popular though. Okay, I hear you. A lot of people feel some kind of way about social media. I'm feeling, yeah. Just respond to their email. Okay, but I thought the email seemed like it came from Facebook. I'll go look at it again, but it seemed like the email was from Facebook. It wasn't from a personal. So I thought if I responded, I would be respond. I'm going to just respond. You know what? Why not? Okay. It can't hurt, right? So yes, I will respond. Hi, been a long time. I've been here, Wambui. I am still knitting. Nice to see you today. Hello, Robert. Nice to have you here today. So glad that everybody's here and doing well. One of the things about crafting is that I feel like crafting is so necessary now, because there's some things sometimes that are going on, in the news and in the world that, can just make you feel not sure what to think about anything. But crafting is such a great therapy, and it just takes you away from all of that and lets you walk away with something that you have created at the same time. I'm in the process of making a 10-stitch throw. Oh, fabulous. I love the 10-stitch. Hi, Erin. I cannot watch long. I'm doing a continuing education training this afternoon. Just want to pop. Well, thank you. I'm so glad that you did, Miss the Tattered Maiden. Like, you're somebody that perhaps would want to come on one time as a guest and talk to us about tattering and introduce us to that whole tattered world and how to do that. I think that's an art that shouldn't be lost. I remember my grandmother used to do that, but I don't know about tattering, but that's something that's amazing to me. Okay, thank you for being here, Erin. Okay, looming is fun. I'm a stroke survivor. Yeah, so we have a few people that I know of on the channel, more than a few, who have, had some struggles. And so they find the loom knitting and crafts in general just just helps them to relax, to feel better. And like I said, just take your mind off of things that we really don't want to focus on too much. I still have a cup to this day. It is still looking incredible. Yes. Okay. So Philip won a mug from a giveaway that we did a long time ago. And here's Judy Bass. I don't do Facebook very often. I do have a personal page, then got off. I have made several Afghans using only the knit stitch. I like how simple it was. I use a figure 8 loom, and I got one skein at a time. Wonderful. So, wow, she did an Afghan only using the knit stitch. Now, I'm curious about that, because every time I did something with only the knit stitch, it curled up like a sausage. So, are you balancing off those stitches, or are you just absolutely doing only the knit stitch? Because that's incredible. I would love to know how to do that. Michael's has looms that are just for flowers. Yeah. So let me see. I had something. So now I have these. These are not loom knit looms, but I have these little looms right here for flowers. I have this set to make flowers, but I was thinking if I had something, if I use something small like this, then I could loom. How do you make your flowers, Courtney? How do you make your flowers? Okay, so yes, you can loom knit flowers and plants, etc. Yeah, I've seen some of those wonderful things that y'all can do. Yes, Cheryl, I want you to send me some of the things that you have done, even if it's just one. Send us something, and I maybe my next go round when I'm ready to do a tutorial. Maybe it'll be to make a flower or an animal or a character like it seems like the two of you can do, like you and Courtney do. And see, I loom, knit, and interesting in crochet. So you loom knit, but you are interested in crocheting too. I'm interested in crocheting too. I just haven't had the time to get back there to do it. Let's see. I love the lives and love getting to talking to you. Thanks for coming on my channel. Well, thank you for talking to you and coming. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate you, Professor. I appreciate your support and I and the things that you do. So there you go. Yeah, when I first met Professor Failure, I had a real hard time calling him Failure. I just could not. Oh, it just took something away from me to say Professor Failure, but I get it now. Most of the time, though, I just call him Professor. Okay, Professor. All right. So, and Wambui, I am happy to help you. Well, thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. You can make a rose using 3 pegs on any loom. Okay, you're on. How about that? We're gonna hold you to that. Okay. And she says, Michael Art and Craft Store sell flowers, looms. Yes. Okay. So, I'm gonna, that's the only crafting store I have near me in my area is a Michael's. I don't have anything else but a Michael's. So I'm gonna have to check them out. And you can buy a pack of flowers loom at. Okay. So is that what I was just showing you? Something like that comes in those little kits? Or are you talking something about just for looms? Just for loom knitting? Okay. All right. So. And then Courtney says, she says, I still have, yeah, she was one of our winners back in the day too, from when we did and the DVD. Okay, so she cleaned up. Okay, so, okay, I'll give you my pictures too. Thank you. That will be very nice. And also when you send the email, let me know what you're going to do with the 24,000 hats that you're making and how long is that taking you, or how long do you think that's going to take you to make 24,000 hats? I can make blanket what I struggle with. I can't make blanket. Okay, so you're saying it's easy to make the characters, but you have a hard time making blankets. Okay, so we all have our weaknesses, I guess. Okay, and that is a set of flower looms, but you can make them even using a few pegs. Okay. All right. So send us a picture of that, Cheryl. I'd love to see how that works. I would share with everyone. Okay. You're on the flowers loom from Michael's. Okay. So I'm going to go see what Michael says. So we did that. Where am I? Okay. So then she says, I went to do a 10-stitch blanket, but can't get it. Okay. Well, not everything is for everybody. And sometimes somebody will put in the comments or they'll email me and say, oh, I can't get it. I can't figure this out. And I say, well, go on to something else, go on to something else. If you're frustrated, leave it alone, go on to something else, then come back. There are a lot of things I can't do. So everything is not for everybody. Let me see here. Let me get on here so we can get on out of here so everybody can go do their day. Courtney, send me a message if you are on Messenger. Okay, that's a private message. I emailed you already. Okay. Oh, okay. So as soon as this live is over, I will be responding to you. I love to come, but I am very shy. Okay. Don't talk much. Yes. Okay. Well, we know who you are by your crafts that you send. I only have Michael's and Hobby Lobby and Joanne near me. Okay. All right. And so I use my 20 peg flower loom to make gloves. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, then. All right. Listen, I'm going to leave it right there. I want everybody to go out and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much. You could have been doing so many other things right now, but you came on here, and I really appreciate it. And I'll be back again the last Wednesday of each month at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so for now, I'm just going to say bye-bye. Unless somebody has anything, I'm going to count to 10 in case somebody has something real urgent to say. Well, she's just saying bye. Have a good day. Thank you. Okay. I also struggle with the 10 stitch blanket. Okay, so yeah, so if you're not enjoying it, if you're not, then just go on to the next thing, you know. I know that Susan does really good with the cross stitching. So, all right. So everybody have a great day. Stay wonderful, stay fabulous, stay safe. All right. And with that, I'm going to say bye-bye. Love you all.